Alright gang, welcome back to our survival challenge here on New Frontier. It's April day 2, and today we're going to be continuing our process of what we started in the last episode of trying to spruce things up, make things look a little bit better, and you know, move things around, upgrade some different items, things of that nature. And we're going to start off first by selling the wood chips that we kind of took out, or the wood, I guess we should say, that we chopped in the last episode. We're going to be doing some wood chip chopping today as well. We're going to be working towards that area that we're kind of trying to progress back towards, to start working on grass fields back there, because it is about time for us to actually start getting some grass mowed for the animals, as I mentioned in the last episode. So we're going to work on that. We're also going to clean up a little bit more of the areas that we didn't get to, specifically some of the areas here around the dairy area. That's going to get cleaned up a little bit today. We're also going to spend a little bit of effort on potentially buying another new piece of equipment, mostly because in the used market there is this 9000 series John Deere forage harvester, which I would love to have. Really wouldn't be utilized a whole lot right now, but here in the near future it will be. So for now I'm just going to drop this stuff off right here because we are going to be utilizing it to knock down some more of these trees like I mentioned. So we're just going to leave it here for now till we pick that back up and start working on that. For the most part, our poplar looks good. There's definitely some spots there, but otherwise it does look pretty good, which is great. That's what we want to see. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to move some of these trailers and stuff out of the way, because I want to work on this area first. Try to clean it up a little bit. And I need the semi for that one. Backed into the wrong one. So where are we going to put this for now? I think I'm going to bring it over to the main area of the yard for now. That's really where it probably should be at, honestly. Where it really belongs for now. Now we also need to move some things around, and what I mean by that is we need to get the wool over to Grandma's house. Grandma's knitwear. All the grannies can be in there working on some clothes for me to make me some money. It is April, day 2. Clothes are going to be pretty good right now. April and May is normally the best time for that. So we will take a look at those as well and see if we're going to sell them today, which I assume we will. We're going to move our selling point today. I turned the sugar back onto storing because the dairy can no longer accept any more sugar. So I just put it back on to storing, and if we need to sell them later on, we can certainly do so. If we need more funds for whatever reason, right? So for now, I'm going to leave this right here, because we are going to be utilizing it soon enough. Let's get into the semi here. I think the greenhouses are okay for today. We probably will need to make a bit of a top off for them when May comes around, but for now I think they are okay. So we're not going to worry about them today. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. I think it's pretty good here, all things considered. Now, we might not even really need that trailer anymore, but I'm going to keep it for now on the one-off chance we do need it for something. So we're going to keep it for right now. Let's move this back out of the way a little bit. I'm going to have to pick up those twigs and get them out of the way a little bit as well. It might be beneficial, actually, for me just to bring those over to the sawmill. See if I can pick them all up. I might need the winch for some of these, or maybe I just get the tree devourer back out. Maybe I should have did that to begin with. But I would assume I can pick up most of these by hand. Sorry about the glitching there, gang. Whenever I pick up twigs and things like that, for whatever reason, there's some glitching. I don't know why. Game has been doing that since the inception. Nothing's been fixed yet. It's not for us on console, which is what I am on. Alright, I think we got most of them out of there now. Now, this area here is not really going to need a whole lot. We're just going to kind of try to clean it up, make it look a little bit better, because right now, it doesn't look that great. So we're just going to make it feel and look a little bit better than it does now. So let's see, what do we want to do here? I'm thinking about changing this as well, getting rid of the nice ground here and making this gravel. You know, the nice ground really is going to be here, you know, this road here leading back up to our main little area here, and then obviously the yard area, right? But everything on the side, which is what this would be, really, in my opinion, should be gravel based. So I think that's what we're going to do first, is we're going to start by changing the gravel. I just want to make sure I get the right gravel here. It looks like one we got more grass than anything, which is fine with me. Now this is just going to be kind of an open area here. I'm not really too concerned about, you know, making it look perfect and neat and everything. It doesn't really matter. This is just a big area that's kind of behind the scenes. Not really, I guess. You're going to kind of see it, but you get the point. Like, it's really supposed to be more of a behind the scenes area that, you know, we didn't spend as much money on the ground making it look nice and neat, because there's no reason to. Just needed to be functional. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm sure it does. You might be saying, well, you're wasting all kinds of money doing that. You're right, but I mean, money's not really a problem anymore for us. All right, something like that I think is good enough for me. We'll leave this as it is. That's fine. Yeah, this is fine to here, I think. We can make this look a little bit cleaner, a little bit neater. Yeah. Let's do that. And then let's kind of do the same thing over here as well. Just kind of extend this out this way. Just so we have an area to be able to pick up these pallets, because we're going to need to do that here soon enough. And go sell these, right? Give it a little bit more space, I think. Just kind of go back here to the tree. That works for me. Kind of matches up a little bit with that. Maybe I should try to clean that up a little bit that way too. Let's see. This one is more gravel based. There's the tree getting in the way again. Go figure. That's pretty good. We'll go with that. Probably don't need this as far out as it is right now, but we're just going to roll with it for now. That works for me. Now, the rendering of the ground there, how it looks pretty terrible there for a minute, it will fix itself eventually. It's already starting to do it, as you can see, as I'm starting to walk up to it. It's weird that it does that, but it is what it is. There's not a whole lot around it. I think there's enough room here. As a matter of fact, let's just test it and make sure. I was going to say, I think there's enough room here for me to move the forklift here and be able to pick stuff up and back up and go on out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're good. We are good. All right. So let's leave that there for right now. That's kind of out of the way. That might end up being its home is right there. Okay, good. So that's all done. So I guess the next step really is to kind of get rid of this and move this around. I'm not sure what I'm going to replace it with. I'm not sure we're going to utilize the same sell point or not. I might change it. And what I mean by that is I might put in something we're utilizing on our one tile challenge. I really, really like that. I've mentioned that before. That's what I would like to envision as a farm. Now, this is quite a large farm we have here, but, you know, just having a bit of a farmer's market, right, where you could sell stuff to anybody. That's a very common thing, I think, for a lot of farmers. They're trying to make a little bit of extra money, right? So, yeah, let's let me see what I can do. All right, I went with the little farmer market again. I just love this thing too much to not utilize it here. And made a little bit of a little way for us to drive up here, dump stuff off, and keep on going if we want to. Also put a little bit of extra gravel over here for a little bit of a mini parking spot here, or a parking area for anybody that might stop in and want to buy something from us. So I really, really like this thing. I'm going to be utilizing it almost every series, I think, moving forward, until something better comes along. If something better comes along. There's no guarantee anything better will come along. Okay, so first thing we're going to do here after getting all of that set and done, which is now accomplished, we're going to go sell this drill before I forget about it, or the seeder before I forget about it, and make a little bit of that money back, which will be extremely helpful for us. And then we're going to move the wool over to Grandma's knitwear, and then when that's done, we'll start working on expanding our farm more by knocking down some more trees. All right, let's sell this thing, and we're going to buy that forage harvester that is used, which will save us a little bit of money. We're also going to be buying a mower while we're up here. Remember, we sold the mowers, so we've got to buy some mowers. Okay, so that gets us up to 789, which is pretty good. I want to look really quick here. I don't think we're going to need this anymore either, the loader. With the forage harvester, I do not think we're going to need that anymore, so that's something we can consider getting rid of as well here very soon. Okay, good. So let's go ahead and buy this right now. Let's just get this knocked out. I'm going to do the more expensive horsepower, although I don't really think we need it. Actually, we're already at the more expensive horsepower, so never mind. Or more, I say more expensive horsepower. It is more expensive technically. But we're already at the highest horsepower, so we don't need to make any of those changes. So just ignore me. I will put wide tires on it. You know how I feel about wide tires. I don't think we need the long pipe because we likely will be utilizing our unrealistic trailer to shoot any of the grass into. So really my goal here is to use this as a loading wagon more than anything. Or a forage wagon, whatever you want to call it. Now, we will have to buy the attachment to be able to utilize it that way, the way that I want to utilize it. Which means, there we go, we're going to buy this. Alright, so that's all set up. And then we've got to buy a mower. Now, mowers. We have a couple of options. We can go super unrealistic, right? And if we do that, we can go 50-meter width, which is absolutely insane. I don't think we want to do that. I think that's a little bit too unrealistic. What I was really kind of leaning towards was getting this guy. The more we continue to buy other equipment for things, the less we're going to need all of these tractors that I now have. But I'm kind of leaning towards this one. I've never used that. I'd like to use it. If not, I mean, we're just basically we sold that for no reason unless we bought one of these, right? So let's buy it. It's going to take up pretty much all of our money. We basically have no money left now compared to where we started at, but that's okay. We'll see how we do with the tractors. If we need to get rid of a tractor, we can certainly sell a tractor later on, right? It doesn't necessarily mean we have to sell it today. We can wait and see how things go. So I'm going to set a destination for this. I don't want it to run into any crop, so let's do that, and hopefully that worker figures out where he's supposed to be going. Let's start into the crone here first. This is brand new. This is pretty cool, man. I like the inside of this. It looks comfy. I don't know if it is, but it looks comfy. Looks like there would be room here for another chair if you wanted one. I don't know if that's going to fold out into like a plastic chair there or not, but looks like you have the option to have a second person in here if you need to. Pretty nice, man. So let's go ahead and have the worker take this back for us. Hopefully it'll work. If not, we'll have to do it ourselves. Alright, set destination, and I'm going to set the destination to be a little bit further over here, maybe. I don't want them running into each other if at all possible. And then let's jump into our John Deere here. Man, this thing is massive. Look at this thing. Holy smokes, this thing is huge. This one does have a second chair in it. Look at the big, massive panoramic view we got out of this thing. If you've been around for a long time, you know I love a panoramic view, and this is phenomenal, man. I love this thing. I wish I had a sunroof thing, though. That'd be cool. Although, I'd probably get burnt in the tractor if we had that, so maybe it's a good thing I don't have it. Anyway, let's go ahead and hook up to it, and we'll start heading back. Now, we will have to do a little service to this thing. This thing is insane, dude. This thing is a beast. An absolute behemoth. Looks like the workers are figuring it out. I don't know how they're figuring it out going through all these trees, but the crone guys, the worker doing the crone, he's through the trees, so I'm not going to complain. They're all going to have their own ways of getting there, I guess. Well, the one made it here, no problem, so that's good. Let's just hope the other one does, too. Alright, we can turn the beacons off now. So we're going to head over there and we're going to service this immediately, see what kind of money we're left with. There's one other thing I wanted to potentially purchase today. I don't know if we'll be able to do so. Like I said, we'll look at the clothes as well. We're probably going to sell those today. I see no reason not to at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in storage for now, because we will not be utilizing it today. We need some more grass to be able to mow before we can utilize this guy. Man, this thing is behemoth. Look at this thing, dude. That thing is sick. I love it. I love it. And the crone got here too. Good. So I'm gonna put these away, and then I will meet you in the forklift, and we will move the wool over. All right, we're heading on over here. Hey, do me a favor, if you're still watching this and you haven't done so already, go ahead and smash the like button for me, man. It helps me out an absolute ton if you do that. It's completely free, and I would greatly appreciate it. Alright, let's get some of these wool out here. I'm going to extend these out a little bit further to make it easier for me to pick up 2 at a time. Good deal. I'm going to attempt to try to get this other one too. Perfect. Alright, to Grandma's house or knitwear we go. And we're definitely not going to need that anymore. I won't sell it today. We'll probably sell it in the next episode, I would say. More than likely. We've done enough selling and buying of things for the last couple of episodes. I guess counting this one, 3 episodes. We've been doing a lot of that, so we won't do that today. I think I've done enough of that. So I'm going to go put this back over here where its new makeshift home is. Now, this dairy itself, it's got a bunch of those pallets over there. It cannot store any more of those. We should probably look and see if it's good to sell any of that sugar today. Because if it is, we could sell that today as well. While we're at it, let's just go ahead and look. I should have stayed over there probably, because I do feel like close is... I think it might be May, though. It's now. Close is now. So we need to go sell those clothes right now, so I shouldn't even come over here. But that's okay. In any case, we can look at the sugar cubes and see if they're good to sell today, too. Because if they are, we're going to sell those now because we have so many of them. It's not going to be able to keep up the actual production here. For the buffalo, mozzarella is not going to be able to keep up. It's pretty dang good. It's not perfect, actually. Let's hold off. Let's hold off on them. I want to get the best price for them. Let's hold off on them. We can sell that in the following episode, or even the one after that. One of those 2 episodes, it'll be better. It'll give us a little bit more money, probably $100-ish more around that. So let's just hold off. But let's go sell the clothes now. Speaking of Grandma's house, I want to make sure it's still going. It is going, isn't it? It is. It is. Yep, good. We just can't keep up. We don't have enough sheep yet. We bought more sheep, so we're actually now starting to produce a little bit more. But we don't have enough sheep yet. Now, the nice thing is having this right here and the little sell point over here, it doesn't take us as long to get there. We'll take longer to get some other things over there. But I feel like the other things, we're not going to spawn as many as we are here once the sheep get going, right? The cloves and the sugar are what's going to spawn the most, and they're going to be really close to this still, which is what we want. Look at that, man. Look at that. 2 pallets of cloves and we got a ton of money. I mean, a little shit ton of money. That is insane. Absolutely insane. Let's go take this back. I'm going the wrong way. All right, we got another full trailer load here. We're making some really good progress, as you can clearly tell. I'm going to give you a little bit of a bird's eye view here so you can see what we've done. It doesn't really seem like it, probably, when you're watching that time lapse, but we really have kind of devoured quite a lot. So we cleared this out a little bit more, which is going to make it a little bit better whenever the time comes to harvest this. And then this area already kind of had a bit of an expansion going this way, but we've kind of worked on that a little bit more, as you can tell, and opened it up a lot. There's just a lot of trees right in this section. That's why it doesn't feel like we're making a ton of progress. It's just they're very, very dense right here, but they're a little bit spread out as we carry along here. We just got to get through this first chunk here. And we're making that good progress, which is good. So we're going to go ahead and sell these again. And as you saw, we made a good chunk of money the first sell. So this is going to get us back up there in a more comfortable spot. Not that we weren't comfortable. But it'll be closer to $1 million, which is really good. Now, we do have, let's do a quick autosave here. We do have one other field that we could plant something in today. We're not going to do that. Actually, I'm sorry. I am incorrect in that statement. I apologize. I thought there was nothing in this field. There is already something in this field. Ignore me. We do not have any fields. I apologize. We do not have any fields right now that can ingest or accept any other planting or seeding or drilling or whatever you want to call it. And I love that little market, man. It's so cool. I don't know how it could hold the equivalent makes no difference of 50,000. 50,000. Get your words correctly there, Z. 1 million liters of wood chips. I was going to say 50,000 liters of wood chips. That's not correct either. Look at that, man. $639,000. Whew. We're right back up there. I love it. I did not take that other tractor back to the spot yet. I decided to leave it there because I feel like we're going to be selling our forage wagon anyway, so might as well leave it there for now. Okay, we're going to be done doing the wood chipping stuff for now, so I'm going to go ahead and put this away. We're going to put down one other thing, I think, today. And we kind of talked about it a little bit in the last episode, and we didn't do it. But we're going to do it today. I just got to figure out exactly where I want to put it. So let me go off camera for a minute. Let me see if I can figure out where I want to put this thing at. Alright, gang, we've got it. We've got our windmill in. I wanted to put a windmill in, try to produce a little bit more money for us every month. Not that we're, like I said many times now, not that we really need the money. I still wanted to have a windmill in. It's a pretty basic one. It's not anything outrageous or crazy. It doesn't overdo or over extend, I guess it's welcome is how I'll utilize a metaphor for it. And what I mean by that is it's not too poppy, it's not too flashy. It's about the length or the height, I guess I should say, of our trees. So it doesn't really call a whole lot of attention to itself, I guess is what I was trying to get at. But I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with how we're moving along here. Things are going strong. Things are going well. We're going to leave the episode at this point. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd greatly appreciate it if you smash the like button for me. Subscribe if you're new. All that good stuff helps me out an absolute ton. Thoughts, questions, comments, ideas, let me know down below. Thanks to my 15 members. If you want to become a member, links down below in the description. Early access to videos like this one, among other things. And Discord's down there. Everything you need, all down below in the description. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.